So, hi. Firstly, I just wanted to, why am I slowly gliding away? What just happened? Sorry. Okay, so the reason I'm making this, I just wanted to make an update because essentially, I feel like I've really broken free, not just from I was using weed pretty much the last, nonstop, daily, for the last 4 years. And I was having a really nasty problem trying to stop it, man. And I know it's weed, you can all do the kind of rolling your eyes thing. But just for context, I take something called Suboxone, but I don't take actual Suboxone. I take Subutex, same drug, buprenorphine. It's just without the other part of it. Doesn't matter. Which is for heroin addiction. I was never on heroin. I just use it for chronic pain. So I have experience with real drugs, and I do take real drugs currently. It's just that weed, for whatever reason, weeds particularly really trapped me. It really, it destroyed my memory, it destroyed my ability to control my emotions, and it just made me generally unstable. And I got into a routine of getting it and every day needing to get it. And just, it became really, really bad. I went to detox multiple times just for weed. And I'm realizing now, this is day 7, right? And yesterday was Christmas or New Year's Eve. And I just finally feel like I made a decision. I have something in front of me that is my life, my YouTube career. Weirdly enough, for whatever reason, I don't care if this never makes money, and that's never been the point. It's about getting building a legacy, I guess. It's about building something. It's kind of like writing a book, it feels like almost. And also, once I can actually edit these videos, it'll be a lot higher quality. And I do apologize for having to do just one takes because I only have a phone. I don't even have a computer right now. I have an iPad and I have an iPhone, and that's it. That's it. And I have an Oculus because I have an impulsive spending problem. Right. So the point was, I just finally got to a plateau mentally and just realizing I have the ability to control myself. I have the ability to do all the things I want to do. It's just that I was reframing it in my mind. I was framing it wrong. It's like going into a workout and expecting oh, this is going to suck. It's going to be impossibly hard. Oh, I don't feel like working out. Oh, it's going to hurt. Instead of yeah, let's do this. It's going to be fun, right? You're going to do the same number of repetitions of weights. You're going to pick up the same amount of weight. You're going to do the same amount of work. But in one mindset, it's going to feel 10 times harder. And you probably won't even feel good afterwards. You'll just feel oh God, I hope I don't ever have to do that again. Whereas if you go into it in a good mindset, you actually enjoy the process, no matter what you're doing, whether it's, homework or, studying or working out, doing chores. You can even just mindfully unload the dishwasher, for God's sake. So that's kind of what I wanted to make a kind of an update on is everything's a mental game, and I finally got to a point where I feel free from the addiction part of this, which was weirdly for me only on, thankfully, it was just weed. But I also have cystic fibrosis, right? So I was smoking it. So I've done far more damage to my lungs by inhaling flaming hot glass THC than I have by just having cystic fibrosis. So now what I've done, today, let's just give this as an example. Today, I got up at 5? Usually I get up between 3 and 5. I got up at 5, so I consider that sleeping in a good way. And then I went on a run, and I didn't tell myself, oh, you have to do this. You have to go for your workout and run. And you then have to go home and take a freezing shower, which just is to boost your immune system. I do the ice showers mainly because it increases your testosterone, generally a good thing. And 2, because it increases your immune system and your lymphatic system kicks in higher gears when you're exposed to extreme cold like that. So I was able to go through each one of the pieces of my daily routine that I at least try to do every day. And I feel like it's just, I've cracked the code for myself. And that's about all I wanted to say here. It's kind of a strange video, but yeah. So New Year's resolutions. I am thinking, this is something I stole from my mom. She gave it to me. That I am thinking I'm thinking more long-term than short-term. Because she wanted to, instead of giving me a New Year's resolution that was really fixed on a specific thing or a subcategory or something, she wanted to just give me a theme, a general idea of what I should be focusing on. And I think that's perfect because it's kind of what I'm doing now is I've set up my day in such a way that I'm actually being productive and I'm able to like keep myself in a good energy state all day. Like I made 2 videos today. I recorded 2 videos. One was a live stream. One was a virtual reality video about on the new VR setup thing I got, the Super Hot game. That thing is pretty cool. I love that. Obviously the VR itself is amazing, but that game, Super Hot, so cool. I'm sure there's like a million little hidden Easter eggs in it too, so I can't wait. Anyway, yeah, that was really kind of all I wanted to say. Was like, I just feel like I've finally gotten myself back into like adult mode, and it's like a huge breath of fresh air to just be able to trust myself again. You know, I don't know why I'm saying all this and putting it on YouTube, but I kind of feel like mental health and physical health go pretty hand in hand. Get it? Hand in hand. Kill me. I just wanted to kind of get this out there, so I have, and I can't wait for the rest of this year. It's a good start to the year. Instead of starting off the year, you know, like I thought about getting weed yesterday. Like I was seriously thinking about it, which is crazy, but of course that's how cravings work. And instead, I told my craving, yeah, we'll do that immediately. But then I walked away. I just went on a walk and I never went and bought weed. I just mentally, if you fight a craving, you're going to cause yourself to fail because you're going to mount resistance. Just like a political debate, if you don't try to find common ground and you just state your point as is and say, no, you're wrong, that builds resistance. That is one of the weirdest parts of life to me, is that I have to lie to my body or lie to my emotions or lie to my heart in order to operate properly. I feel like that's not a good way to operate, but it also is the only way that works for me right now. So anyway, I'm all over the map, but I just was making this because this has been an awesome day. Best start to 2022. And I hope you guys are also having an amazing start to your new year. Hope all your resolutions have been met, and yeah, I'll see you in the next episode of whatever the hell I'm doing, because I seem to be doing everything from cooking, airsoft, gaming, to making things. I'm going to buy a powered paraglider, and then I'm going to fly around the sky and have GoPro cameras set up on my face and on the end. It's going to be amazing. So, the end.